Welcome to Subramani. While in retirement, you could be struggling with multiple goals. What I mean by multiple goals is you're still young, you are creating wealth for your own retirement, and there are many formulae which are given to you. So, one which you heard, which you liked, was having 25 times your annual expenses in the kitty. This rule actually comes from America, where they have something called the 4% withdrawal. So 4% withdrawal, the reciprocal is 25%. So if you have X amount of money, then you can withdraw 4%. So which means you should have 25 times your annual expenses. This is the assumption, again almost ignoring inflation, because when these rules were made in US, inflation was not so bad, which means these rules were made in the 40s or 50s, and they had not seen the terrible inflation of the 70s, oil crisis onwards, when US also was plagued by high inflation. So I could give you multiple goals. Why multiple goals? Is because suppose I say you need 25 times your annual expenses, and you are sitting with your wife. Then suddenly both of you have a vested interest in reducing your expenses. Then you convince yourself that these expenses will vanish. Oh, after we retire, we will not do this, we will not do this. This is all a lie. Even at 55 or 56, a person is unable to estimate how much he will spend or she will spend in retirement. We will bluff. Our mind will tell us, oh, we won't need this, we won't need this. Why do we need 3 newspapers or 2 newspapers? Let us have only one. वहीं से लेके you will write at the top, you will say, oh, we will not go out so much, maybe we will go out only once in a week. Nothing, you're just fooling yourself into believing that because I will reduce my expenses, I need less money, I need only 25 times that. So instead of saying I will annually spend 10 lakhs, you say, oh, I'll annually spend only 7 lakhs or 5 lakhs, whatever. So which means instead of requiring 2.5 crores, I'll require only 1.25 crores. What I call self-cheating, अपने आप से झूठ बोलना, whatever you want to call it. So to break that, there is one more thing which you can do, is to say, I should have 20 times my annual income. Now, nobody tries to reduce their income. Whatever it happens, they will try to only increase their income. So assuming you have an income of say 50 lakhs today, or you think you'll have 50 lakhs after some time, 20 times that is 10 crores, right? So then suddenly your target, instead of 1.25 crores, becomes 10 crores, and say, oh my God, I really need to work. And so it could be 20 times your net worth, it could be 10 times your net worth, and at every stage you will feel inadequate, saying, oh, I need to work harder. That could be your second way of looking at it. The third way of looking at it, especially for youngsters, is I don't like to give them a number saying so much as a percentage of your income or as a percentage of your expense, simply because when you're 25, how the hell will you know how much you're going to earn at 55 or how much are you going to spend at 60? There is no way you will know. So for the third set of people, especially youngsters who are unable to put a number to it anywhere near as accurate. Even older people are unable to put an accurate number, but I'm saying if you're a young person, a nice number to target is $1 million US. Why am I saying $1 million US? I could have said 7.5 crores. What happens is inflation is less in US than in India. So to that extent, a 3-4% inflation is built into the target itself. So every year the rupee dollar exchange will change by 2-3%. Now it may not change 3% every year, but after 5 years you may find that it has changed by 10%. So some change will be there. So when I say $1 million US, today it means 7.5 crores. A few years ago it meant 4 crores, and a few years later it could mean 10 crores. So again you have a slightly moving target, but the movement won't be too great. It will be just 2-3%. So to that extent your target will be higher. So here we saw 3 things which can happen. 3-4 ways how you estimate. So one is X times your retirement expenses, but this is suitable only for people above 50 or 55 who will be able to estimate far more accurately what they will be spending at the age of 60. right? So that is one. Second is X times your annual income. So that could be when you're young, you will have lesser pressure, but as you get older, there'll be greater pressure, right? Third is 1 million US dollars. The fourth is trying to see whether you can live on the corpus where the return is, let us say 1%. So what happens in India, we assume that you will get at least 4% or 5% in debt and about 6-7% in equity while in retirement. So that's good enough. Make another estimate of saying, okay, my expenses are 10 lakhs at the time of retirement. My annual expenses are 10 lakhs at the time of retirement. Subraj said I need 25 times that, that is 2.5 crores. I have it, so I can retire. Great. However, the other one is to estimate total up how much will you be spending right from your age of 60, say till your age of 90. Add it up, including the inflation, and see whether you have that much. That is a super ideal condition, or do I have enough to withdraw only about 1 or 2% out of that. Between 1% and 2%, remember, the corpus is doubling. But is there enough amount? Let us say you need 8 crores this way. So do you have 7 crores or 6 crores so that you withdraw only 1% or 1.5% for your expenses for a very long period of time, which means you forget the 4% rule and the 6% rule in India, you forget all that. Can you live on the corpus assuming returns are very close to zero, which means inflation will take away 5% of your wealth on a yearly basis, and assuming that interest rates are zero and your equity markets are not doing well, your corpus is not growing, still is this enough? Now, when you arrive at your retirement goal, sitting with your wife, take all this into account and see where you stand, right? So, अपने आप से झूठ नहीं बोलो. Don't say that you will not require this expense, that expense. Expenses actually go up in retirement. You will have perhaps more servants. You will use Uber and Ola much more than you will use your own car. You will be forced to use better quality transport. You will not use a bus or a train because physically you may find it very difficult to use a bus or a train. So given all these conditions, totaling, looking at your retirement requirement in from various angles and seeing what size of corpus you will. Suppose you said the least that you require is 25x, that is into 10 is 2.5 crores. And a maximum that you require according to 20 times your net worth and all is about 10 crores. The truth lies somewhere in between. Maybe 2.5 is too less, but maybe 10 is a overkill. Maybe 5 is the right answer for you. Since we are dealing with numbers which are so abstract and so far away, and we don't have one formula which works, right? We need to arrive at all these kind of ways of looking at the total retirement corpus that you need to put in place, and what will be absolutely minimum to live by, with very frugally, worrying daily about costs, and also worrying constantly that will my money get over before I die. One is at that stage, and second is to say I have enough abundance that whatever happens, even if interest rates are zero, even if I keep all this cash in under my bed or under my pillow, I don't have to worry. I have enough cash to spend for the rest of my life. That's the other comfort level. So choose what do you like. Do you like this uncertainty on a daily basis, saying will my money be over, will my money be over, or saying look, whatever happens, I'm going to leave an X amount of money for my next of kin. In case I live a little too long, I will leave them less. That's the only thing. There is no question of me running out of money. So check out all this, and very importantly, know where you're coming from, know where you're going, what is the total that you want and why that will make you very happy, so that even at 90 you're not worried about running out of money, or at 95 you're not worried about running out of money. That is the skill. Please also remember you have to have enough money to put into annuities, which is the simplest form of investing, getting suboptimal returns, paying income tax on that. All this will happen. So provide accordingly, feel safe. That's more important. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Happy Diwali.